What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and with the recent events in the pro scene and with all the misunderstanding going on about community hate, I figured it was worth taking a look at. You know, when it comes to the online community, and with the pro scene especially, there is no doubt that a lot of hate goes on. Some players are liked more than others, but at the end of the day, pretty much everyone who is talked about is going to receive at least some degree of hate. It ranges from mild criticism to full-on death threats and personal attacks. And for those who receive the worst, it really has a huge effect on them. So why do we criticize and hate those within the community? Well, the thing is that in League, it's almost as if everyone is a coach. It's so easy to see mistakes that a player makes, or what they could have done better, or just the fact that they're playing terribly. You have the stats right there on the screen that tells you that a player isn't doing well. It's just so easy to come up with criticism for players since it's so transparent when they're messing up. And then naturally, as is with human nature, you go and talk about it. In addition, when it comes to the internet, if you do something bad or offensive, people are going to remember it pretty much forever. The biggest example of this that comes to mind is the massive hate Zuna accumulated after trash-talking Dignitas at the World Qualifiers. And no matter his apologies and attitude shifts since then, people still hate him for that one mistake he made almost a year ago. If we add into that the clear anonymity of the internet, as well as the thriving communities in YouTube, Reddit, and other websites, we often end up with simply just a ton of hate and a lot of circle jerking. Someone in the scene does something minor and it's blown out of proportions, and all of a sudden that person is going to be hated on publicly for quite some time. And even if they try to fix their mistakes, people usually just end up making it worse and worse. There's no backing out of community hate, since it's so frequent and it's just so public for everyone to see. And every day these people read those comments, and it sucks. A fellow YouTuber, Total Biscuit, provides a really solid opinion on this. And although he's not a pro gamer, it definitely still applies, since he is more than experienced with the online community. And he says, in reference to his Hearthstone videos, "Every time I make a mistake, I don't beat myself up about it because I made a mistake. I do it because I just gave people another avenue to complain and say things like, 'It was painful to watch,' or 'It was cringeworthy.' I've heard so much of it, I'm rolling in self-doubt. And the only reason I keep that series up is because it pays well now. It used to be through passion for the game, but the audience killed that." And that's exactly how it is for the pro scene. When we see people like Woong, and more recently Nian Tanso, citing community hate as a major problem for them, the fact is that the community really just blows off the severity of their own hate. Mistakes are often talked about for a long time and are scrutinized, and it's easy to sit here and tell them to get a thicker skin or to man up or even to just ignore them. But the reality is that's just not possible. The hate is too frequent, too common, and too public. And it's not going to go away either, because there is no individual person to blame. And because of this, everyone sees themselves as blameless. It's easy to just think, oh yeah, the community is so bad, all those haters everywhere. But in reality, we are all part of the community. Just because you don't hate on someone doesn't mean you couldn't have done anything to stop the hate from occurring. The internet is such a public place, and all these hate comments that get published can really have an effect on someone, with a prime example of that being what happened to Nian Tanso. So I guess the key takeaway is to realize that if you are part of a community hate, it has a really serious effect on the online personalities. And even though you might not be part of a community hate, at the end of the day, you are still part of the community, and you can do something about it. It's just sad to see players break down like that due to the hate they're receiving. Now, I personally haven't really been a major victim of community hate, but I still felt like it was worth sharing this to do my part to help out. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on community hate. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of my others on the screen right now, or stay connected at facebook.com/gamingcurios. Drop a like and make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.